1942, Australia's darkest days. Darwin bombed. Japanese submarines attacked Sydney Harbour and shelled the eastern suburbs.
A steely reminder that our enemies are just outside, knocking at the door.
Barbed wire on Bondi Beach, air raid shelters in the Domain.
They were expecting an invasion in force, and it could happen at any time.
So authorities were making a drastic plan that's been uncovered in the State Archives near Penrith by historian Sue Rosen, who'd been researching forestry when she stumbled across this.
This is total war. There's little or no distinction between the civilian and the soldier.
Prepared for the state government, it says should invasion come, there would be a scorched earth strategy to prevent the enemy living on the country, to attack him through fire and destruction.
You are not to leave until you've destroyed everything that could be of value.
From machinery and equipment to food and water supplies, with a guide to how. For cars, puncture radiators, splash petrol inside and ignite. Even bicycles, slash tyres, smash spokes, and especially tractors. Drop a stick of gelignite into the sump.
But failing all else, you drove it off a cliff. You would have to destroy your own treasured possessions, and if you couldn't do it, then the scorched earth squads who were trained would do it, you know, for you.
Even clothing, boots, light bulbs should be smashed. A map shows escape routes away from the coast, dangerous bottlenecks, places of refuge. But there'd be no mass evacuation from Sydney, Newcastle and Wollongong, not even for school children. You'd leave only if overrun.
They talk about almost door-to-door retreat from Sydney.
Everyone would be involved in the fight, learning to build tank traps, using bushfires as a weapon, children trained in throwing grenades.
This document actually conveys the peril, the sense of urgency, the absolute terror.
It was imagining the worst, but thankfully, imagining is as far as it went. Within a year of these plans being drawn up, the threat of invasion had passed. But they do leave us an insight into what was a fearful time in Australia's history. A book on it will be released this week, just ahead of the 75th anniversary of the Japanese submarine attack on Sydney Harbour. Paul Kadak, 7 News.